Welcome to this short video for long-term care preceptors. This is a 5-part series of videos for preceptor education. This video is part 4 on opportunities for preceptors in long-term care. In this video, we will discuss how your role as a preceptor in long-term care will give you an opportunity to share your experiences and influence the practices of students. In addition, we will analyze 3 of the most important skills to develop as a preceptor: teaching, relationship building, and leadership. As well, we will discuss the types of careers you can pursue after you have been a preceptor.
Hi, my name is Carrie Garchor, and I'm a nurse, infection control practitioner, and a national IPAC consultant in the long-term care sector. I have been a frontline nurse, a nurse educator, a sitting member of many committees, including the CNO Board of Directors, as well as a BPSO liaison for a best practice spotlight organization. Over the span of my career, I have been an instructor to many new nurses in the classroom, in clinical, and as a preceptor. Having the opportunity to be a preceptor always gave me a great sense of job satisfaction. I've always had an enthusiasm for teaching, sharing knowledge, and having the opportunity to guide the next generation of nurses. Having the opportunity to teach and precept nursing students has helped me to stay relevant in my nursing practice through modeling and using this strategy to demonstrate and stay current in my clinical skill sets. My focus when precepting is always ensuring the student understands the importance of person and family-centered care and how this principle is the building block for quality nursing practice. As a preceptor, you must be able to adapt to different learning styles and workplace situations. Throughout the pandemic, we had to learn to be creative and create safe opportunities for nursing students to continue placement. An example was allowing students to complete hours virtually. This was possible by utilizing external supports and resources. An example of this was utilizing the RNAO's Person and Family-Centered Care Best Practice Guideline, Best Practice Champions workshops, in collaboration with Ontario's Association of Residents Councils, Through Our Eyes, Bringing the Residents' Bill of Rights Alive programs. Often as a preceptor, I'm able to succeed in my role by working with the interprofessional team and healthcare partners. Support and resources offered by my RNAO long-term care best practice coordinator were key in supporting student placements throughout the pandemic. As a preceptor, you have the opportunity to instill a positive image of working in long-term care sector and guide them in understanding how fulfilling a nursing career in the long-term care sector can be.
Being a preceptor at a long-term care home is an opportunity to influence students in understanding they are working in a resident's home, and that is a privilege. It's a chance to demonstrate how interprofessional teams work together to provide the best care possible through the implementation of the RNAO Person and Family Centered Care Best Practice Guideline and many other best practice guidelines as well. In your role as a preceptor, you can influence the student's practice by shaping the role of nurses, long-term care, and most importantly, the care of residents and their families. Preceptors are leaders and influencers because they exhibit the values that symbolize a caring professional nurse, informed by compassion and knowledge. Key is a supportive and encouraging student-preceptor relationship. As a role model, the preceptor can influence practice by protecting, educating, evaluating, and socializing new nurses by using evidence-based practice and following the nursing standards of practice. Credible preceptors influence others to achieve the best outcomes for the residents living in long-term care. As a preceptor, you will have the opportunity to develop your skills in leadership, teaching, and interprofessional communications. Preceptors are expected to have the skills to form an effective learning environment and facilitate a constructive clinical learning experience for students. Teaching. Precepting is a teaching opportunity that will create a sense of personal satisfaction, fulfillment, and achievement. You will gain a better understanding of both the science behind teaching, such as learning theories, and the art of teaching, applying learning theories in understandable ways. Your role will include finding assignments tailored to the learner's needs, providing ongoing and timely feedback to students, and being an adjunct to the faculty role. Building relationships. The strength of the preceptor is built on the relationship between the preceptor, the student, and the faculty advisor. A collegial, supportive, and positive attitude undoubtedly influences the teaching and learning process. The faculty advisor or clinical instructor is the link between education and clinical practicum. Their support is crucial, particularly if there are critical decisions to be made around achieved competencies. And finally, leadership. There are 5 key evidence based attributes that are fundamental to a preceptor being a transformational leader, as outlined in the RNAO's best practice guideline, Developing and Sustaining Leadership. This topic is discussed further in video number 2. Evidence shows that by applying these core concepts to your own practice, positive outcomes will be achieved. As the preceptor, you will develop skills to support you in advancing in leadership roles and expanding your role within the organization. Working in long term care offers opportunities for diverse and interesting career paths. Speak to the nurses currently in these roles in your organization. I am sure they would be happy to support you on your career journey as well. Unfortunately, COVID pandemic has not portrayed long-term care in a positive perspective, when in fact, the nurse has an amazing opportunity for personal and professional growth and can impact the practice of future long-term care nurses. You use leadership, clinical skills, and critical thinking every day in long-term care. It is important to share with the student the countless reasons to choose a career in long-term care.
On behalf of RNAO, I'm pleased to endorse being a preceptor in long-term care home. This is your chance to provide the foundation for nurses across Ontario to guide, teach, and support students. With your commitment, we can advance the timely and important goal of recruiting and retaining qualified nurses throughout our long-term care homes. My name is Connie Wood, and I'm a registered nurse. My career path has allowed me to be both a preceptor and a faculty advisor. I'd like to just take a few moments to share with you what's inspired and motivated me in this journey. I learned how to be a nurse in a small rural setting, and I had 3 dynamic nurses mentor me. Their teaching style inspired me to precept similarly. What captivated me the most was their professionalism. I really appreciated how they had prepared learning opportunities for me. They possessed expertise in their clinical practice, and they really challenged me to think critically about situations with that spirit of inquiry. I learned the importance of sharing clinical knowledge and exposing students to the value of lifelong learning and building confidence. You have a chance to provide a safe place to learn, listen, and invest in the learning journey by providing constructive feedback. Now, as a nursing faculty, it was really satisfying for me to see the student thrive when there was a really good relationship with all 3 of us being invested in the learning journey. Regular meetings with the faculty advisor can help the students review their course objectives, get assistance, and answer any questions. It's a chance that you can tell the faculty advisor about any needs you might have, get some feedback, and ensure that you have open communication. We all remember what it was like to be a student, and we all remember a preceptor or two. I would like you to accept my challenge and be a preceptor to new students working in long-term care. You have a chance to create positive memories for the students you precept, and you can play a really big part in producing competent care providers. I know you can inspire and motivate students to be the best they can possibly be. Let's do it.
Please remember, there are 4 additional other short videos in the series for preceptors to assist you in your role. We have completed part 4 of this video on opportunities. Thank you.